चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Well, viewers, we are getting in a big lead in connection to the Pune murder investigation. In the latest development, the phone of the driver who was abducted by super-rich Super Brat's family has been recovered by the cops. And top sources have informed the driver Gangaram's mobile was hidden by the super-rich Super Brat's father when he was abducted. The development comes 9 days after Republic expose laid bare the blame driver plot. Remember, viewers, yesterday a friend had revealed that the Super Brat was actually at the wheel and not the driver, and the driver had been abducted by the family, and he was asked, or rather forced, to take the blame on himself. And it was also revealed yesterday that the father of the brat was present at the time when the blood sample was being taken, when the blood sample was swapped.
That's right, Ginny, and to add to that, talking about blame the driver plot, note that it has now come to light that how the driver of the accused minor was, he was in fact locked up in a room. He was being coerced to make statements that it was him who was on the driver's seat and not the Super Brat. So yes, there are varied angles in this Pune investigation. The latest one being the role of Ajit Pawar, that's in focus. Something which is now an established fact, as it is a confession now coming in, Guinea, from Ajit Pawar himself that he exchanged multiple phone calls with the Pune top cop. But let's put across more news break that is just coming in. Let's put out the news break this hour. This, of course, also in connection with the Pune murder investigation. Republic has confronted Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Guinea, of course, this comes a day after Republic exposed how there were multiple calls that were exchanged between Ajit Pawar and the Pune top cop. Let's listen into that confrontational sequence.
पुलिस स्टेशन में मौजूद थे। सुनील टिंगरे को लेकर के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, उसको लेकर के क्या कुछ कहेंगे? दादा, सुनील टिंगरे पुलिस स्टेशन में मौजूद थे। सुनील टिंगरे को लेकर के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, उसको लेकर के क्या कुछ कहेंगे? दादा, सुनील टिंगरे पुलिस स्टेशन में मौजूद थे। सुनील टिंगरे को लेकर के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, उसको लेकर के क्या कुछ कहेंगे? दादा, सुनील टिंगरे पुलिस स्टेशन में मौजूद थे। सुनील टिंगरे को लेकर के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, उसको लेकर के क्या कुछ कहेंगे? दादा, सुनील टिंगरे पुलिस स्टेशन में मौजूद थे।
All right, Guinea, let's also go across to Priyanka, who's joining us with more details. Priyanka, of course, very, very pointed question that was put to Ajit Pawar. This regarding not just his role, the confession that he's made, that he did have exchanged multiple calls with the Pune top cop, but also the role of Tingre at this stage. Talk to us about this angle and where exactly is Sunil Tingre? Anything you're learning from your sources?
Well, that's right, Samiksha. And, from the day one, we are looking at the lapses and the attempts that have been made to cover up. In fact, it is only now coming out to how far up, in fact, in the entire system did the attempt to cover up actually go. And it seems as though it does go till Ajit Pawar, because we are looking at the calls that had been made between the Commissioner of Police and Ajit Pawar as well. Something that had also been confirmed by the Commissioner of Police to our Editor-in-Chief as well. And we also are looking at developments as far as the investigation into this case, but also looking at the lapses that are glaringly coming to light so far as then be it the Juvenile Justice Board order that had been given, which is also now under scrutiny, then be it the hospital part of the entire investigation about the blood samples that is also now under scrutiny, that had been completely that had been completely not been followed as per the protocol, as the first sample had been thrown in the dustbin. Then be it the police part of the investigation as well, who are completely covering up the names of the passengers inside of that Porsche car, and they're not really revealing the fourth passenger who had been present there. So all of these aspects of this entire investigation and the lapses, in fact, thereafter that have come to light, help us understand that there had been not a complete free and fair investigation, at least that had been carried out by the Pune police. It seems as though there was political pressure from day one, and something that has been confirmed by Ajit Pawar himself, who has confirmed, in fact, that there were phone calls that had gone on to the Commissioner of Police. Now, what essentially had been discussed is also a point of concern, because what we are looking at least what went on in the Yerwada police station on that intervening night of 18th and 19th, we do know as of now is that Sunil Tingre had been inside of the police station. We do know that that Sunil Tingre had come out and stated that he is a servant of that family and that he has to do what they ask him to do, and that we do know that his son, in fact, had also been with the entire group of the 17-year-old and minor accused who had been, at the Cozy and Black Club, and then had been going towards the accident spot as well. So these are some of the updates, these are some of the details, in fact, and information that Republic has also accessed exclusively to understand where the lapses had come in from, to understand where the political pressure had come in from. And in fact, we also spoke to Ellen Thanavre, who had given that initial order to try to understand where was there essentially any money that also exchanged hands, because that is what is coming to light as far as the lapses in the investigation go. But yes, confirmation that we are getting of the political pressure that had been there, Samiksha, from day one, and our colleague, of course, confronting Ajit Pawar on that, no answer for the same, Samiksha.
Right, Priyanka, I agree that there were lapses, but there is also enough evidence. In fact, the driver has admitted that he was forced to take the blame, and then the friend has also confirmed that the juvenile was driving the car. Then there's the money trail and also the call records. So there's enough evidence as well. How does the investigation move forward from here?
Well, so far as what we know about the entire case, and something that we have a confirmation on so far, because the Commissioner of Police, as we also pointed out earlier, in press conferences in consecutive days also changes the information and flip-flops on the kind of confirmation that he is giving us as far as the passengers in the car are concerned, and also what went on in the hospital. Now, of course, there is enough evidence. In fact, the evidence is what we are putting out as well in our investigation to understand where exactly the lapses had come from and what essentially had went on that intervening night of 18th and 19th. Because what we do understand, because in that exclusive conversation with a primary eyewitness, we understand that from the very beginning, there had been, that the driver, in fact, had not been spotted at the accident site. Then post that, the driver had been spotted for the first time outside of the Yerwada jail, post the entire accident when it had taken place. Now, of course, we're also getting the updates of the links of Dr. Ajay Tavre from the Sassoon Hospital, who had been suspended for actually throwing out the first blood sample as well. We know that there is a lackey of all of these doctors as well, who had played as a middleman between the builders and the doctors and given them money. And this is a matter of court records, as he has also been taken into custody. So there will be an investigation into those aspects as well, so far as the cover-up is concerned, so far as the lapses are concerned. And to understand the further investigation, we already know that in the FIR there are 3 passengers that have been named. The 17-year-old accused has also, of course, been in the Porsche car, and of course the point of concern earlier had been whether or not he had been behind the driver's wheel. But in that confrontation with by our editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami of the Commissioner of Police, he has also confirmed that the 17-year-old, in fact, juvenile delinquent, had been behind the wheel as well. So these are important details to understand where the next part of the investigation will take place in. But so far, we know that there had been attempts that had been made to cover up the entire issue. There had been attempts that had been made to protect the 17-year-old, and in fact, there have been attempts that have been made to cover to protect, in fact, some of his other friends as well, who were minors from influential families of the city. So those are the paths that we can expect that the further investigation by the Pune Crime Branch will also take place.
All right, Priyanka, thanks for those updates. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you to track the latest developments on that front.